Hello, hello, hello. My name is Jen. Thank you for coming to my channel. Okay, so today we're going to talk about setting up your home reformer, which is going to be different for everybody, but there's a couple of basics that everybody can do when you get your home reformer. Number one, unpack it and maybe have a friend come and help you, somebody who can assemble things. I'm not very good at assembling things. This took me an hour and 10 minutes to set up, and it should have taken me maybe 15 minutes, but I don't know. I had some problems, and I thought the instructions were pretty awful. Anyway, a couple of things I want you to think about when you set your reformer up, okay? First of all, this goes for every reformer, okay? You've got these bad boys in the back, okay? These are called risers. Now, on my instructions, they weren't called risers, so that's where people are going to get confused if they've never done reformer before. These have several settings on them, and probably for most home units, definitely for the in-studio units, you've got several different levels. So I would suggest you put them on the middle. These have wheels. I would suggest if you're going to buy a home reformer that you get one with wheels in case you need to move it around. This one actually also folds in half, which I like, and it's fairly sturdy for a home reformer. I mean, it's not, it's not a $5,000 unit, and that's the great thing about the new home reformers is that you don't have to spend $5,000 if you want to do reformer at home. You can spend a couple $100s, which is awesome. Anyway, okay, so take a look at the straps here. This is what I wanted to show you. So you're always going to have straps on a reformer. See this guy here, how it looks like it's sagging? And this one looks nice and tight. I did it on purpose so that you can see the difference. You never want them to look like this. Why? If you have them sagging, you will not have any tension on your arm work, okay? Or even your leg circles or anything like that. So make sure they're both even and they're tight like so. Again, there's going to be different instructions on different reformers. This one I had to put a knot on the bottom to make it nice and tight. Some of them have clips. So you'll have to look at the instructions in your manual and see what works for you. And actually, this one didn't even tell me about the straps at all in the written instructions. Okay, next piece here. This is what you're going to lay on or kneel on or stand on. Okay, you've got shoulder pads right here. This particular one has two different holes, okay, for different shoulder length, height, etc. This particular machine, I don't think it would be a good idea for anybody tall to have this one. I'm short, and I even have the shoulder pads on the second hole. The front holes, I would say for somebody maybe 5 feet tall. There's just no way you're going to have any good range of motion on something like this. So make sure when you're buying your unit that you check to make sure that it is long enough for your height. Maybe look at the reviews. Okay, next piece over here. You've got your springs. Okay, springs on every reformer are completely different, and that confuses everybody. Some are colored, some are all the same color. It just depends on what unit you buy. So this particular one only has 4 springs. Some have 5. This one has 4, which is totally fine for me. I don't need 5. This also has all the same colors. So usually what that means is if they're all the same color, then they're the same tension. If they're different colors, they're different tension. So if you buy a reformer that has different colors on the springs, I suggest you pull them with your hands. Just take a little tug on them and see which one is the lightest, which one is the heaviest, etc. Usually yellow is a heavy or a light spring. It's usually one or the other. Again, it's confusing because it just depends on what reformer you're on. This particular reformer, I bought a jump board for because I like the cardio portion of Pilates. Everybody doesn't love the cardio portion. I absolutely love it. I like getting my heart rate up to 145, 155, depending on what I'm doing. So this is an additional thing. So what I would suggest you do is when you're looking for a reformer for home, if you want the jump board, make sure it actually says comes with the jump board. This particular jump board, I can already tell it's a little bit flimsy. Don't really know how long that's going to last for me because I like to really get my work on them. But for right now, it's a-okay. Again, we've got springs here. This particular reformer also has tension bands on it, which is unusual, and you're not going to have tension bands here on a studio reformer or a commercial unit, depending on what you want to call it. But I think that's a really cool idea because it's going to add some different tensions to my workout depending on what I'm looking for. Also, in my instructions, they called this the headrest. This is not a headrest. This is actually foot plate or foot bar or foot pad, foot bar right here. Not sure why my instructions said headrest. Again, that might confuse you when you're putting your reformer together. This is your headrest right here, okay? Headrest right here. This is not a headrest. This is a foot plate or a foot pad or something like that, not head related. Okay, so this is just a few things I want you to think about when you consider getting your home unit. Just put that in the back of your head before you make that purchase. And I hope you enjoy the rest of my videos, which will not be talking, they'll actually be moving, and I will give you tips. I will teach beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and of course, my favorite, jump board. Thanks, guys.